I'd like to go over to Vietnam, track down all the boys in the neighborhood, and give them a beer.
I could do that.
Do what?
Bring in beer.
He's not serious. He's hammered. Look at him.
The man's stone sober. That's his 5th beer, maybe, tops.
I'm going to Vietnam, and I'm bringing a beer!
The movie was kind of divided into 2 sections. We went out and shot the Thailand for Vietnam sections out front, and that was it was pretty precarious. We were all sort of on lockdown, so we got all those war scenes out of the way, and then when we came back to shoot the Inwood, New York stuff, that's where Chickie was pretty much there every day. Yeah, so we got to meet. My first impression was I was just honored. You know, I was happy that he was there. He seemed to be liking what was going on, and he was available for notes. So any adjustments that, you know, I could ask him virtually anything, and he would always have a good answer for me. It was great.
Well, if you just look around, this business is strange. I've never been involved in this type of thing before, and I'm not a young man, so I didn't know what to think. But when I met him, it wasn't like I didn't know him. All my kids know about you, but I didn't know about you. And so, no impression. There was any impression that I could grab hold of, but he would ask me things once in a while. So clearly, he treated me like an equal, all right? And being in someone else's world and being treated by a professional in that world, I took it as a compliment. So instinctively, I said, I like this guy.
You got a good heart, Chickie. It's your brains I'm worried about.
I think one of the most impressive things that about Chickie and this whole adventure that he goes on is that there were so many opportunities he could have turned back. There were so many opportunities he could have just quit. And I don't think that anybody would have known any better. But he had this drive, this perseverance that, was him. He was just driven to accomplish his goal, which was to be there for his friends, to bring them all a beer. And I think that that's really unique, especially today more than ever, with sort of social media so entwined in our daily actions and our lives. It's like, things that we do for other people, or sometimes they get a little mixed up with their intentions can be a little bit kind of convoluted. Are you really doing it to do it, or are you doing it so everybody else knows you're doing it, like you tweet and post about it or some capacity? But actually, Chickie was so far the opposite of that. He was just doing genuinely what he thought was right. And honestly, I think everybody's advice to him was stop. Quit while you're ahead. You don't need to do this. It's a terrible idea. And none of that fazed him. None of that fazed him at all.
Who's this hand job?
It's my next door neighbor. He brought me a beer.
Hi.